the changing landscape for hoteliers. There are so many opportunities out there where the game is changing. OTAs are not as important anymore. Other channels arise like Google, Meta. Guests find other ways to your hotel, to book your hotel and interact with you. So use these chances to really get closer to your guests and make them happy.
The biggest impact is definitely, I think, staff shortage. 1 out of 3 jobs needs to be replaced now that travel's picking up. And then again, technology can help, lean into technology.
I think the restart of corporate travel and trade fairs, because especially for hospitality, that is the indication on how good your performance is. Leisure, we already see the trends, but nobody really can see what corporate market will do. So I'm quite interested to see what's coming up there. And I'm gonna mention again, staffing your talents is gonna be a major and a critical key point for the next year.
Data. Keep and focus on what your guests actually want. Don't go just with the hotelier's eyes on your product and on your website. Really focus on the customer's view of your product.
Finding and nurturing the right talent for the industry. We've lost so many good people in the last year. People had time to look for other career opportunities. So it's really about how can we get the right talent back in the industry and how can we engage and nurture them.
Organize your data in order to send out newsletters to existing customers, to new customers. So get organized your data.
Revenge travel, the comeback after Corona, when international travel is still back up and it's going to be coming back. So that will be a massive boost internationally. There will be a lot of demand. There will be a lot of international travelers who are keen to go out. It's going to be a new generation which was for the last 2 years locked in, and their expectation on how to use technology in the interaction, I think that will be also a big trend.
We're also really suffering on staff shortage at the moment, so this is a big topic that we should be aware of and think of how can we improve the conditions in order to have a sustainable future.
Where we really need to understand how guests will be booking our properties and how we will position ourselves towards them. 2022 will probably be the year where we also see a lot of international demand returning, but that international demand won't be the same that it was before. And the biggest impact on the business will be to understand how we can, as hoteliers, position ourselves perfectly for this demand.
We're going away of standard cookie cutting. Everything is the same. It's all about the personal experience and the unique personalized product, which I think when you use technology the right way, you can really add additional value there.
So we're gonna have more and more of the guest journey completely automated, highly personalized experience throughout all the different touch points. And again, technology is gonna be probably one of the most important parts for that.
How we approach the rebuild. We need to look at it in a way that we're not going back to the past. Every other industry has changed completely the way they operate, from how they handle their staff to all the way to how they handle their clients. We need to do exactly the same thing in hospitality. How are we actually going to rebuild our hotels, not just from a financial perspective, but as a complete operation? And this is what's going to determine the next years.
Those hotels or chains that use this period to revamp their tech stack, rethink processes at the same time, they are the super successful cases that we all admire now.
Really concentrate on automation and make sure that things run seamlessly and find new ways to find good people. I guess that would take some time to get them.
Just overall lack of workforce. So this will be very hurtful for hotels, for the hotel industry overall, but also for me ultimately as a private person, because I want to travel, I want to go to restaurants, I want to stay at a spa, and some of them just have to close down because they basically can't serve the demand, which is a huge problem, which we have to solve all together as an industry.
2022 is will still be a challenging year. The business market will come up, but it's not like before the pandemic. I think some hotels who are more focusing on domestic and neighboring countries will do quite well. Because people are not flying to Thailand or any far destinations. So for some hotels this will work this year, will be an excellent year depending on what's happening, of course. And for some hotels it will be still like a year processing to 2023, where everything, hopefully, what they predict to be normal again, or at least a new normal.